So we're standing in front of this old house.
This old house, that's a TV show.
This old house is going to turn into a brand new house. Welcome to our channel. We are a family of 6 who downsized to a 600 square foot living space while we build our debt-free ICF house on our homestead. We would love to have you join our journey and learn alongside us.
All right, guys, I realized I got down in here and got started and hadn't started filming yet. So, I'll show you what I got going on so far. Got this 2x4, 4 inches up, so that's the top of the slab. It's leveled, and it also allows me to do my layout for my plumbing. And we're gonna box in a 24-inch hole for our shower drain, or bathtub drain, I should say. Bathtubs have a non-standard drain location, so it's best just to box it in and not put concrete in there, and then stub your drain into that. And then once you get your bathtub picked out, then you can finish that up. I believe I have decided to put my sewer pump, because we are below the outlet with this downstairs basement, right here. And the reason for that is if I didn't do that, I was going to have to run a 3-inch drain across the basement to my utility room, and that's where the rock starts getting really high grade wise, and it was going to be a mojo to get the fall that we need. So instead of doing that, and it was going to cost more in pipe, so instead of doing that, I'm going to put the grinder pump right here, and it's got a 2-inch outlet, and I can go up over and get there no problem. And it'll be cheaper too, so that's cool. And I think I can get, the problem with that is the pump pit is pretty deep, and I don't know how deep I can get right here, so there might be some creativity needed. I hear some kiddos sneaking up on me. Hey, what are you doing? Nothing? So anyways, that's where we're at. Yeah, I'm gonna continue messing with this. I heard a beautiful voice. Let's see what it is. Oh, that's what it was. Hey. She loves ladders. She really loves my plank.
Yeah, there you go.
My plank, and then the ladder. That's her favorite. I think it bugs her.
It doesn't bug me. The ladder doesn't bug me, but that bugs me.
It bugs her.
No, it does not.
I feel like it does.
It does not.
Something, I mean, there's definitely a rock down there, but I don't know if it's like a
little rock or
tied
like
to
a
the planet or a biggish stone.
Oh, that's gonna be so nice when we're done dealing with this basement.
Yeah.
Not far off.
Not too far.
I love how Freya goes, oh, we're going to go out and work on the house. I need to bring my water, and I need to bring my baby. And then look who's left carrying both around.
Yeah.
Me. I'm very excited to have the basement backfilled because it's getting hard with her. And sun in your face. There. Is that better? It's getting hard with her because she keeps wanting to wander closer and closer to the edge, and she sees everybody else walking into the basement and she wants to go, and it's just not safe. So once it's backfilled and we have our decking on, then maybe it'll be a little easier with her out here. What are you doing? What are you doing? Thank you. Those are pretty. The secret spot? Better turn off the camera then. It won't be secret. You can pick it. Here, pick it from right here. Hold on. Oh, okay. Oh, that's beautiful, Frey. Look at you. Good
Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, working on more plumbing this morning. Got a couple parts that I needed on the date last night with Hannah. For what I'm doing, 3-inch is sufficient, but the inlet for the pit is 4-inch, so I had to buy frickin' $40 worth of adapters and crap to be able to get into there. So it's not really a big deal, but it kind of bothers me. That pit, how it ties into the drain, there's just like a rubber grommet that goes inside the hole on the pit, and then you just press fit a piece of pipe in there. And that's, I don't know, I would prefer a mechanical attachment. So I don't know how I feel about that, but I guess the waste should never get that high in theory, as long as the pump is working properly, but things fail sometimes. So it would be kind of nice if it was a little more sturdy than that. But so it's a mess down here. I'm trying to not waste time picking this stuff up, so that let the kids do it, so I can work on things that I actually need to be working on. But this essentially represents the bathroom wall right here. So I have my layout that's level and square to the wall, so that tells me where to locate all my plumbing. There's the pit, it's nice and level, and so yeah, we're gonna tie into that bad boy. Got the new piece. The rooster's going crazy. I guess I'll go let him out. Oh, I think we caught a possum last night. There's a silly little possum that keeps getting in our traps that are not meant for him. A raccoon killed our chicken. We were trying to catch the raccoon, but we keep catching this stupid possum. So I gotta let him out. You're silly. Yeah, look at this little guy. Nah, don't growl at me. I'm your friend. I'm gonna help you. Look at that little guy. And then we got the posse here. You guys want out? Doop, 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 doop. I love how Britches always acts like he's in charge when they get out. Britches is our rooster. Yeah, he gets out and starts getting all bossy with the ladies, like, hey, this is the plan. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the things I say, and then they don't listen to him. He's like, yeah, that's what I meant. Come on, get out. Come on. Come on. Get out, bro. I'm trying to help you. No, don't go back in further. There you go. Oh, that chicken's getting gross. I have to get rid of it. We left it in there as bait because we figured the coon might want to come back and have a snack on it, but that hasn't worked so far, and it's getting nasty. I have to chuck that dude in the compost pile. So check this out. This is kind of a cool thing. There's a couple things that I've discovered that, like, people, there's kind of wives' tales or myths or whatever you might want to call them, where people are like, oh, you can't compost meat, blah, blah, blah. I have composted entire chickens in my compost pile before, and they literally disappear. You cannot tell they were there. Also, people say, oh, you can't feed your chickens meat. Well, that's bullcrap. Chickens are omnivores. They love meat. I have put a deer carcass, a full-grown entire deer carcass that I had harvested, boned out, and there's just little bits of meat scraps left on it, in a chicken coop with my chickens years ago. They picked it clean. Like, there probably wasn't 3 ounces of meat left on that entire carcass when they got done, and they did it in like a couple days. So yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna start working and we'll see what happens. They sent reinforcements.
Where?
You.
Oh.
Mama's helping get junk out of the basement. So you guys know how earlier I was talking about I wasn't sure that I like the way this thing comes in here. Well, I changed my mind. I didn't know what I was talking about. It says lubricate before you put the pipe in there, and they weren't kidding around. It's a really tight fit. I'd say it's probably watertight. But yeah, we got that dude in there. So, a little update on that.
I'm trying to chuck all the wood over the walls, and it's going
It's
going really, really great. So, the kids are fishing. The older 3 are out fishing. We actually started school on Monday, and of course when we start school, the mornings start getting really nice. So I was like, you know what? This is my favorite part about homeschooling, is the ability to just be like, go outside, enjoy the weather, and then when it gets hot today, we'll come in and we'll do our book work. So they're fishing. If I would have known I was going to be down here doing this, though, I would have had them down here helping me. But when they come back.
So you only want an 1/8 inch of fall per foot?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's okay if you go higher. I'm going to check with the people that know. But that is like 3/4 of fall in 2 feet. So it's definitely got more than enough fall. But I'd like to get it a little bit lower. So our toilet's going to come in right here.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's going to come in about here. And angle over. But that's where the toilet's at. And then right after that, it's going to go up through the wall for our drain for our sink, which will be over there.
Well, this is exciting.
Yep. Yep.
So Skylar had told me the reason I'm cleaning out the basement is because he's like, well, if we get the basement cleaned out and I can finish up the plumbing, then we could potentially pour the slab.
Not potentially.
We will. I have a hard time saying we will because we've been set back so many times.
That's just what's next. I mean, it's not like...
Anyways, he said that within a week or so. So
we'll be ready. That doesn't mean we'll do it within a week or so.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. But
so that,
we are
of course,
not pouring again until it is good weather and I have lots of help.
Especially for something like that, because are you doing half the basement once and then the other half?
Yes. No, baby.
So you stay down here with me. Anyways, that's kind of exciting. So I'm going to try to get the basement cleaned out so that my part is good to go.
The what? Yeah. But I didn't get rid of chicken. We are making some fantastic progress today. Mom and the kids are helping. We're getting most of the excess bracing material out of the basement. We're going to keep a lot of the 2x4 material down here because we're going to use it to frame our walls down here. And we are pouring the basement in 2 halves. So it's going to be a little bit annoying, but we'll move it from one side to the other. That way we don't have to bring it back down in here. So really the plumbing is going better than I expected. I just need to run a drain over. We're going to have a little kitchenette stub out in case we want to do that. And then I'm trying to think, plumbing wise, we're done down here essentially. We'll need to put a French drain all the way around the interior, which will be really super easy. And then we need to dig, it's almost there. In fact, when I get the laser out, we might realize it is there. But we need an 8-inch footing for our load-bearing wall that's going to be down here, even though it's not really going to be load-bearing. But we were able to get rid of our I-beam over top and replace that with a load-bearing wall underneath, which gained us some headroom, and I've talked about it in the past, but we'll see. But anyways, that needs a footing under it, so we're going to do a 20-inch by 8-inch footing on that. But yeah, it's coming right along. We should be pretty close to ready for pour day here soon. Baby got trapped down in the basement because Mama went outside to help, so she's whining. Do you want to go outside? You want Mommy? Okay, cutie. Let's do that. You're okay. You're okay. She's tired because she woke up way too early, didn't you? And now you're sleepy. I can tell by the way you're going to town on that binky. Look at all this lumber that was down in here that Mom and the kids moved. Boom. It's out of the basement. It's hard to believe that we use that much lumber in the excuse me, in the process of building this thing. But the cool thing is it's still usable afterwards. So we'll be using lots of that for chicken coops and raised beds and all manner and sorts of things. Whew, man, that's warm. All right, so it's another day. It's a new day. And the plumbing is looking really good. I'm super excited. So here, we have sink that will come up in the wall and the vent will go up from there. We have our toilet drain, which is 13 inches off the wall just to give a fuzz extra. We have bathtub drain. We have kitchenette sink drain going over there. I need one more section of 2-inch pipe and a 45, and then a sanity, or not a sanity, but a long sweep 90, so I can stub up out of there. But yeah, everything's looking really good. Things are flowing nice. We've got proper fall. I haven't marked everything up yet to glue up. I'm just kind of letting it chill for a second, make sure I haven't missed anything. But we're basically there. Yeah, but we are getting close, guys. We need to do a little bit more cleanup down here. But yeah, we need more gravel down here, and we can't do it until we get the overdig filled in, at least in a couple spots, so that we can dump gravel over the side and not have to haul it all around the basement from one spot. So I ordered a dump truck load of gravel this morning. I haven't heard back from those guys, but they'll get back to me. They're pretty cool. It's supposed to rain Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and we have some things in the overdig that I need to take care of. So I'm going to switch gears, jump out there. We had some waterproofing. The mat came unstuck. Super irritating because that stuff is so expensive, and it just, once it falls off, it sticks to itself and it's trash. It's ruined. So I got to cut back the junk and reapply the new stuff. It should stick really well now because whatever was keeping that stuff from sticking got peeled off with the old stuff. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about with this overdig here. So yeah, if I could have prevented quite a bit of this. This piece fell and I didn't know and whatever. Well, then I cut it off, and then the other one started peeling. And then when it went, it peeled the next one and the next one. And luckily, it stopped at that one, and that whole piece is up. But now I have to replace like 4 freaking pieces across here, and a little bit of dirt washed down in here with the last rain and kind of covered the edge of it, so now I have to dig that back. It's just a big hassle. We've had some amazing... We had my favorite YouTube channel right now just subscribe to our YouTube channel. So stoked. Permapasture Farms. I fangirled a little bit about that. We're making progress. It feels awesome. I'm so glad you guys are here hanging out with us. We're getting there. We're getting there. So...